Hello everyone, this is Chari with the Sun and Crafts with Style, and I'm here today to show you some of my things that I have made, just to give you a little bit of idea what I do. This is not all the kind of crafts I'm gonna be doing, but that way you can tell whether you like my style or not, and so on. These are some of the projects that I have made while in the month of May with Michelle Paplin, with ribbon roses and lace. And then some of the kids are from Creating, let's see, which one is it? Creating with Details store. I'm sorry, my train of thought went out the window. Anyway, and some of them are kids and some are not. So let's just go ahead and get started. The first thing I did, this is a mask that I've done. Now this particular mask is not a kit. I like the style of the mask, and I decided that I was going to do my own thing. I had this beautiful blue fabric, and that's what I started with. And then I just embellished it with pearls and some appliques that I had. And some of them were big. I kind of cut them down, trim them down to kind of fit what I wanted. And a lot of these areas in here, they were open, but as you can tell in the back, but I closed it up with pearls, and I think it turned out really pretty. I got some Malibu feathers and some lace that I gathered and make some rows out of it, and I put some pearls so that I'll be able to, just kind of dress it up a little bit. And then I also glue some bling into the pearls and also into the lace. And this is one of the flowers that I did. It's a satin ribbon flower and with a little bling in it. And I think it really turned out really pretty. And then I finished the holding stick here. It's just a dowel that I wrap around with some satin ribbon, and then I wrap around some small pearls, and I finished it with just a flat pearl at the end to make it more smooth looking. And then with the same trim that I have worked on the mask, I put a little bit in here and a little bit in here, and I think it turned out really good. With a bow and some danglings, and I think it's just beautiful. It's not too much, and then yet it's very dressy, as you can tell. I'm really pleased how it turned out. So moving along, this here is actually a modified shoe. This is not what the shoe looked like at all. And if you just hold just a second, I'm gonna bring the regular shoe. I should have brought it earlier and I forgot, and it won't be just a second. Thank you guys. This is the shoe that I had. I had a pair of these just little pumps, very simple fabric shoe, kind of a wading, I guess you can say wading kind of a shoe. And so what I did, first of all, I trimmed this off. See the little bit in here? Okay, I trimmed that off. I will have a tutorial on how to actually modify just a regular pair of shoe to about anything you want. So this shoe is actually this shoe. I wanted to do a three-dimensional shoe and something that will stand out really pretty, and I'm really pleased how it came out. I started it with, I had ordered a kit from May with Creating with Details, and but I didn't want to do the shoe that she, that the fabric and the pattern was in with the kit. It's a really cute shoe, but it's just not really what I wanted to do. So I came up with the idea about doing this, and and used a lot of the stuff that was actually in the kit for the shoe. And I think it turned out beautiful. It's actually a pink cushion right here. I didn't want it coming out on top, but it is a pink cushion. And then I had a flower. I think I showed it to you in my video, earlier video. And I put it over here. And then I had some of the other netting ruffle, and then some other piece of fabric that I had. I thought it kind of looked nice with it. And this is an applique right in here, a real beautiful applique that was in the kit. And then I had another beautiful applique with some danglings, and so they will not move too much around. I went and kind of put a little glue on them so they will stay a little bit better. And of course, a beautiful pin. It was also in the kit. It's just, I think it turned out so pretty. I'm really pleased how it turned out. Even the heel, just to have look of a Maria Antoinette, and I feel like I've accomplished it. And I only used this shoe. Okay, let's see what else we got here. This is a box that is a Dollar Tree $1 box, and we were doing a powder puff kind of a box with Michelle Paplin and ribbon roses and lace. So I made mine really with a lot of gold and some pink. I think it turned out just absolutely beautiful. This is actually was a part of a necklace, and it just fit around just perfect. I got some gold braiding trim in here. I also had some lace back in here that you don't see, just to, so they won't show just all the pink. So I think it turned out really pretty. And then this here is just a string of flat pearls. And here's the ribbon that I use. It's between a pink and a peach. It's a beautiful color, and I had it already, so I used that. This is not a kit, by the way. And then the same ribbon, I gather it around in the middle, so that it will, and also a little bit on the in here in the end, and made it really pretty. Kind of gave another dimension on it. I used some of the sorry fabric that she had, ribbon, and some of the flowers. This is from Hobby Lobby, all these flowers here. And this is part of the powder puff. Some Malibu that I put in there in a little glass. So you can see this, a little flower. It's just really what it made it is the things that I put in it, because it wasn't hard to do, it's just simple. But I think what made the box really attractive, it was the trims and how it came out. This in here is a combination of just a little metal thing I had, and I put some bling on top of that. And then on either side, I had some little leaves with some bling in it, and it almost looked like a little buckle. And like I said, and here on the top, I put 2 rows of that flat pearls, because I felt like I needed it. So this is the box, and as we open it, excuse me, then here's my powder puff, and I think it's just beautiful. It's not white, it's a grayish, very light gray color. And of course I used a sponge for the base. I should have cut it a little bit smaller, and I didn't, but I might still do that. I may, kind of rectify it and kind of redo it a little bit, but I was happy with it. And I put some lace with some flat pearls, and this is a little bit of a flower that I made, and this is another little flower that I made. And here's some of that sorry kind of a ribbon that it comes from May. And I think this was from a project that I'll show you here in a minute, and I had some left. And this is also, again, from the same project that I did not use in my kit, but I used a little bit of it in here. It's a handle, and I think it turned out really pretty. And this pink applique was in the kit again that I used of my next. I'll show you here in a minute. I didn't put it there, so I put it in here. And here's another one. I think they're just beautiful. So anyway, this is my powder puff in my powder puff box. This is just something, like I said, I'm really very new into the world of shabby chic, so I'm still learning, and sometimes it's hard for me because, as I said, I'm used to doing everything. Everything has to be perfect, everything has to be finished and coordinated and everything. So this is a sort of another way of doing things, but I have really enjoying. This is the, excuse me, this is a kit from Creating with Details with May Larson, and it was a hoop, and we're supposed to decorate it with a picture of Marie Antoinette, and I'm not sure how everybody put it on. They did put a lot of that gold and things like that, and to me it was just not me. So I happened to have this pretty little frame, which is, I don't know what kind of metal. It's very thin metal, but I liked it, and it just framed my picture so well. And then what I did, this little crown of flowers, I copied it and make it kind of three-dimensional to stick out a little bit. And then I had some little, I cut out some little butterflies. And again, you know, you can kind of see that there are, see if you see that, see how they are kind of three-dimensional also. So I put that in there. And this is about the only thing that I put in this besides this bottom lace. Everything else came from the kit. In the bottom there is a dolly, and this is also a piece of bling that it was in the kit. And then I used my lace because, and that's the whole idea, I wanted to use this lace. This is about 30 years old lace. I used to have it just went out my head, a lingerie line, and it was beautiful. And this is some of the lace that I had for my lingerie, and I kept it. So I wanted to use it in this project. And this is something else that I had. I cut it out of, again, of a dolly that it was really long, and I cut out the ruffle of it and just kind of put layers upon layers of that pretty, kind of a peach color lace around it. I think it turned out really pretty. And then in here, the little butterfly, which it came on my kit. And then this is the soiree fabric that I made the other ribbons out of, that I had some left. I put some feathers and some flowers. They also came with a kit. This one is mine. I just went and made it. I wanted to put it in there. And some of the other embellishments and pearls. So this is another of my projects that I did, and I think it turned out really pretty. And again, it's not like everybody else's. I didn't want so much gold. A little bit of this, it was, for me, it was more than I really wanted it. So it just, like I said, we all different. We all have different tastes. It doesn't make it bad or worse or anything. It's just I wanted to make it to reflect me more than anything. So that's the way I did it this way. Okay. All right. This is also another kit. This is a last month kit. It was kind of like a book, paper mache book. And it came with everything, except for the little frame and little picture here. Everything else came with the kit. And I tell you, not only that I made this, but I'll show you what is inside, that I also made it out of the kit, and that is not part of the kit. So as I say, May Larson is such a generous person by giving you so much of it. But this is one of the laces. It's beautiful. And I put that over here and on the bottom. And then I have, this is, I had a row of this kind of a lace. So I put a piece across in here. And as you can tell right here, it was 1, 2, 3 of those flowers. And it comes way down here. So, but not long enough to go around. So what I did, I cut out 2 of the pieces longwise, and I glued one on this end going inward and another one going inward this way to make it, fit in here. But then I really wanted to do is, I needed something in the middle. So what I did is I cut out the flower without cutting this. I cut that off right here. So I can only have the flower, but I left the dangling on it. And by doing that, it just makes it finish, like a book. And then I did the same thing in here and in here. So when I finished it, I think it makes the book. I also did, I covered the book with paper, and it's kind of like, it's a wedding paper, but it's really pretty. And I chopped up this lace so much. I wish I could show you. I don't have anything else left. But I chopped it up so much that I was able to do all the things that I had to do. It's unbelievable. I love that kind of lace because you get so much mileage from it. Now, for feet, I had 4 pearls in my kit, and I decided I wanted some feet, so it come off a little bit off wherever I put it so the lace won't get dirty. As you can tell, this is also paper. It's also on the same wedding paper. I believe I got it, I want to say Michael's. I'm pretty sure. So I did that over here, all the way around it. So it looked just like a book. It's little stripes, very subtle. And then on the corners, some of the lace, this one here, this little, I cut out so you can have the little squirrely thing is here. I don't know if you can tell or not, right here. And that's what I cut off to put right over here. I don't know if you can tell or not. And that cover up my little edges of the book, where I have to piece it. So I thought it turned out really nice too. And then all the way around it, all the way everywhere around it, I put this trim that is kind of gold and white or off-white. It's like a braiding. Some people call it Chinese braid. I don't know what they call it, but it's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. Then inside of the box, I wanted to do a gold leaf look, and I have this awesome paint that I bought. I believe it's Lowe's. It's a metallic, and I'm gonna say Yves Saint Laurent or something like that. One of the designers puts it out, and it is beautiful. It's not, I know it looks maybe a little yellow, but it's not. It's just a true gold color, and it looks just like it is a gold leaf. I didn't paint it through. I stipple it all the way around it, and I put on 2 coats, and it did absolutely beautiful. And on the edge in here, all the way around it, and inside of the box. I think some of the ladies put some paper or fabric or lace. I want it just really simple, so when you open it up, you can really enjoy what is inside. Now, let's see if I can get it over there, get it close. Let me show you what is inside, and it fits. Again, this little idea about putting something inside the box, I got it from Maggie, Mrs. T. Oh my goodness, she does some beautiful things. I tell you, every time I see it, I just drool. Everything is so awesome. And she had made a box bigger than this for a bride. And I thought, I don't have anything to put in there, but I did have a little Bible that I had. I bought it just to give away, and I hadn't done anything with it yet. So I thought, you know what, I'll just go ahead and do the Bible. And it fit beautifully, so I thought, okay, I'll do that. I forgot what she had in it. I know she had garter and a mirror and some other things, and it was absolutely gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. But I had this. Now I know everybody will want a Bible, and like I said, mainly I did it because I had it, and said it fits so beautiful. I thought, let's go for it. But this was, and it was black, so I covered it up with some paper. No, excuse me, I covered up with some satin. I had a wedding dress that I've been chopping up, and I had the satin. I covered it all up with some fabric glue, cut it around it, and then I put some of the trim. Let's see if I can find it in here. I don't think I put any in this one, but some of this trim that I had also in my kit for this box, and then I put one little piece across also that I had in the kit. And these little flowers, this is where I changed the ribbon because it was black and I didn't want it black, so I made it white, and then I put a little flower on either end, and I think it just fits beautifully. A little ribbon, that's part of the kit, a little flower. This is a pin that I made, also came on the kit. That is a little angel, and it's blue, and I thought, well, something blue. And then the cross, I had it already, and this little bling, so I kind of connected together and glue it, and I thought that turned out really sweet, you know. Somebody commented to me that the young girls are not very spiritually, you know, about the Bible. Like I said, I didn't make it to go in the box per se. I just wanted to make it so to show that it can be done. And but it's always, if they don't like a Bible, there could be a book of spiritual kind of words or phrases or whatever, you know, just something that will be good for them. But anyway, I think they turned out really pretty. And this is an antique piece of lace also that I had, the top one in here. And I think also it turned out really, it's nice. I mean, you know, I like it. So that was it. And then I decided that I was gonna do a garter. And Mrs. T also had a little pouch for her garter, and I said, you know, that's a good idea. So I made my little pouch, and again with the leftovers laces that I had from my kit of my book. Okay, here we go. This is some of it. This is just pieces that I had for my lace. I had cut it in two different, the bottom and the top for two different things, and there was the middle. But I thought it was so sweet. It just had to be put on in here, and see, and on in here too. The only thing I did make this a little bit bigger on the top when I cut it, so it'll have a little pouch in here. This is why it comes out a little bit this way. I did sew the pearls all the way around it, because I noticed sometimes these little tiny little pearls, they're very easy to come off when you put glue on them, so I didn't want to do that. So I did sew all of them by hand, and I'm really happy. I'm glad I did. Then on the top, another one of those little flowers like this one here. See here? Oops, sorry, wrong thing. Okay, this is what this is right here, upside down. The flower's down. I had a beautiful earring that I also got from May. This was not a kit. I just bought it from her with a necklace, and I needed some bling, and I thought that was great. So I put the earring down, and then I also had these pretty little leaves, which has a couple of little rhinestones. I thought that would finish it up really nicely. And then this is one that I've made. It's very simple, you know, just a garter. The lace is already this way, no big deal or anything. But it's good to throw away, you know, it's okay. But I wanted to make something really, really pretty. So this is what I came out with, this one. I think it turned out really nice. It is a ribbon And then this on the top is part of the lace that I cut off from in here. So this was part of this lace, and so was this little bit of it here too. Can't seem to get it right and straight on. Okay, right there. Then I put dangling, which is a flower with some another flower on top that has some danglings on it. And then this is a little brooch that I had, and it's funny because it's got a little bit of white in the center. It's kind of cool. And then I put again the other earring on the garter with another little leaf, and I think that turned out really pretty too. So this is what I did for this particular box. Also, I didn't show you here, but there is another, here's another pin, another angel pin that I made. And it's in pink, and I figure that way, and here's another one. This is just a plain one. But all of this was in the kit. So I wanted some little color up here because I had some pink in here, so I want to kind of bring it in a little bit. So that's what this is. Okay. This is a project that we did with ribbon roses and lace. It was supposed to be a, like I said, the month of May was Marie Antoinette. So she made a mirror. And this mirror is from Dollar Tree. It was $1, real cheap. I went and painted it off-white because I didn't want to, to show the silver. And then I put on this beautiful, I'll show you here in a minute the fabric. I ran out, but it's a, I don't know how to tell the color. It's a pink tan color. Yummy. I mean, my daughter had given me a piece, and I had enough for the mirror, another project I'm going to show you, and I think I made a couple of roses, but I needed more, so I decided I'd probably go, I think Joanne has it, so I'm going to try to go to Joanne's and get a piece so that I can make my flowers and actually put flowers in here like I really wanted to. Again, this is that real old lace that I had, and I put 2 layers of it. And then I had this really sweet kind of, this here. I'm gonna say I got this at Walmart, this little lace. It's really sweet. Looks like a bunch of daisies, and I put that around it. This is an old wedding dress lace that I had, and then I put some little bling, and of course some pearls. Pearls is one of my favorite things. I'm a pearl person, I really am, but I do like some stones too. And some little stones in the handle. I didn't go away too much, although I do want to put the flowers in the back, because if the bride is going to hold it, I want to be able to hold it and have nothing in here to really, make it difficult to do. So this is going to be probably in my vanity anyway, so it's not going anywhere. And then the front part of it, the front is, of course, the second layer. See, the 2 layers. I just did one way and one enclosed in a little bit. And then I trimmed it with this real sweet little trim. I got that at Hobby Lobby. And then I made out of the scraps that I had of lace that I somewhere from another wedding gown. I made this bow with some bling and put some pearls and also some rhinestones. And as I say, it's not really foo-foo or maybe simpler than anything else, but I am going to make the flowers to go in here, make it kind of a cluster of it, but I wanted to do them with that fabric, which is absolutely yummy. It's so beautiful. So this is the mirror, and again, I thought it turned out really pretty. Now this was my Easter egg. I made about, I think altogether, I think I made about 5 or 6 Easter eggs this year. And that's the first time I ever made an Easter egg. And or a Fabergé egg, most because they had things inside and they were all meaning something to the person that I gave them to. This one here is not totally finished, but by that I'm gonna say I bought some hinges to go in the back, and I haven't had a chance to put it on. Other than that, it is finished, okay? But this was a lace that I had, and I glued it in the same lace from my top. I bought a Goodwill. And it was white, and I didn't quite want it white. So I painted the egg gold and also the lace. And the bottom it was part also of the lace, and it's just very different, very unique. Also, again, I painted it. And then, of course, I put pearls and alternated a little bit, pearls and rhinestones all the way around it. And then this pretty little braid that has little pearls on it too, in the bottom and on the top. And then I had this pretty little bird or dove or whatever you want to call it. I really don't know what it is. It's a bird, but it's real pretty. I put on a little crown, and it's holding, because it's Easter, he's holding a little cross. And then I got these flowers in here at Hobby Lobby, I believe, yes. Both of them. And also these little paper flowers. I got those from Michael's. And I got some over here also. Let me turn it around, see? Right there. And I had a little bling. I had to have some bling. I got some bling here and in here and on here. I kind of went around it a little bit because I had extras. And I was actually from a necklace that I bought at market, and I just love it. And then I put this big one on the front as part of the hinges. And I think it's so pretty. So it's just kind of different. Then inside, like I said, I didn't put the hinges. But this is the fabric that I was telling you that the mirror has. It's absolutely beautiful. And it has that pinkish, beigey color that is awesome. So, but I didn't have enough, unfortunately, to put on the top. But I had this lace that I had dyed, avocado dyed. So I went and did this in here. And this is the rush that I got from one of the ladies. And I don't remember her name. I believe she's Greek. And she's a passion for crafting, I think is the name of her channel. She's does some beautiful stuff. Anyway, she's the one that introduced me to the Fabergé eggs and do this rushing or whatever you call it. It's real easy. She's very easy to follow, and she's wonderful. She really is. And then I put on in here some tiny little rose, kind of a little flower trim, and over that I put this. See if I can find it. Maybe you can see this one better. See this little gold trim with a little off-white. It's just what I needed it. And then around on both the top and the bottom, I had some satin cord that I put about 2-3 layers of it, around top of the other one to finish it off the edges and make it nice and smooth. And I did also on the top also. And then I had this little piece of string of the same trim, which when it opens, of course, and it won't go any farther than that. So I hope you like this. Like I said, I enjoy doing crafts, and I like things that look good, the things that you would buy at the store, but they're expensive. And then yet you didn't spend that much money to make it, and that is what is so much fun about making crafts. So, and I will have in Easter a tutorial. I'm hoping that I'll be able to find some of the larger eggs. I tell you, the eggs were very hard to find this year. I think mainly because I started late, and this was the only large one that I found. I was so lucky. But I'm going to try to start shopping early next year and see if I can find me some decent size. And I will have a tutorial on making some of this. So I hope you be with me by then. And my first video actually, I made the pillow. Well, now here's the pillow with a pillow inside, or the pillowcase with a pillow. And it turned out fantastic. I think it turned out beautiful. I still had to kind of work that pillow a little bit, but it wasn't quite the size that I needed it, but it works until I get it all done. And then I anchored, or I have not done that in the video, I already anchored all the way around my lace with some glue, so they will, it sort of stay in there because it was flopping around and I didn't like that. I'm really pleased how it turned out, and I'm really happy how my pillow turned out. So this was, you will see, this is a video, so I'm not gonna try to explain it to you because it's, the video will tell you pretty much what this is all about. But I just basically, like I said, I wanted to do a few things, show you and see that, I really, I have something to, I guess you can say, something else extra to give you as far as the as crafts. These are kits. Some of them, like I said, they were not, because the mirror was not a kit, and some of the things here was not a kit. But I will be doing a lot of videos. It will not be kits, and also I won't be doing what everybody else is doing. So we will have something new all the time. And the only time that I will do something the same, but do it in my way, would be when I get the kit of the month. And depending on the kit, unless I want it that way, I will go ahead and do something completely different. So just to show you that you can. And now this is my last one. Actually, I just did this, I think it was day before yesterday. And I have a friend, and I used to also play bridge a lot, and I don't anymore, but I have a friend that does, and she's not very fussy. I mean, she don't want anything really, very foo-foo or anything like that. So I happen to have this real pretty lace. This is made, by the way, with those placemats that I got at Dollar Tree for $1. You can make 2 out of 1 placemat. So what is in here is actually some playing cards. I got a set of 2 to give, give it as a gift. So I went and wrapped this lace all the way from the back to the front, and I add a little ruffle. These blue trimmings, including the little bow, I got those at Michael. You usually get a little tag. It has so many of them in it, and they're about $1.50. And I just happened to have that blue that she liked, so I did that. I did make this little flower really shabby, just to give it a little extra, but I know that I couldn't put anything else on it because she really didn't want it. But even that, it turned out really sweet. But here, see, this is with the lace. I finished it off in here, but then I wanted to add just a little bit more lace. And I forgot where I got this. I'm gonna say Walmart or Hobby Lobby, one or the other. And I'll have to check where it came from, because usually I can tell by the roll. And right now I don't remember it. But this in here, I put 2 trims. I put the little lace trim and then a tiny little trim to go over. This is a little rig rack, and I wrapped it all the way around in the front and on the back too. And then I put a little bit of a rose with the end that just to kind of, hide with when I got the ribbon glue in here. And I will do a little tutorial. This will make a wonderful Christmas gift for somebody. You don't have to put playing cards. You can do a little notebooks, or maybe little thank you cards with a little envelope, put in here that fits. So that's just depending on the person that you're giving it to. And inside, I had also that little card. It has some velvet ribbon, and so I just did it, like I said, very simple. It's got 2 pockets. And now these are not the cards that I'm gonna give you. These are old that I had forever and ever. But see, it's got the 2 little pouches in there. It fits beautiful. And you know, like I said, if you don't want the cards, then you can put also you can put a set of cards in the tallies, you know, with the keep score and stuff like that. That'd be really cute. You can make a pouch for a domino set, whatever, you know. But if not, just those thank you cards that I've seen them, they're small. They would fit on one side and the envelopes on the other side. What a sweet little gift for somebody for Christmas. And then I put a little bit of a lace right in the center, right here. And I had those pretty little blue paper flowers and a little ribbon. And that's it. I mean, sometimes you have to do something that is going to the person that wants something very simple, not a lot of fuss. And so this is how I made this one for that reason. But the next one I'm going to do is really going to be really more elaborate and, you know, more to the shabby chic kind of thing. But I just still wanted to show it to you because sometimes it's simple, sweet. It's just as good as if you put a lot of things on it. It's just the whole idea. So this is all I have, and I hope you enjoyed it. Like I say, we'll be having some, especially on the shoe. The shoe, you're definitely going to have a tutorial on it because you're gonna be really enjoy how I did this. I put it the extra, see this is here is a heel that I put in there. And then of course everything is, you know, lined with felt. But it turned out, it was really easy. I thought it was gonna be hard, but it was very, very easy. Except the next shoe, instead of a pin cushion, I'm gonna make it to be like something to put my rings and things like that, and I can put that also in my dresser. And I think it'd be really pretty. So that's what I'm going to do. And it probably will not be blue, although I love the blue one. But just to make it something different, I'll probably do something else. Anyway, so until next time, stay safe, get crafty, and God bless you. And we'll see you soon, I hope.